Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game number 1 in a series between Sonik and Foggy. Sonik has spawned as the red undead on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Foggy has spawned as the yellow, did I say undead? Excuse me, I've been casting so much Night Elf versus undead. This is going to be Night Elf versus Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup, as we see Foggy spawning as the yellow Night Elf on the bottom right. This is going to be a Night Elf mirror match, and I am curious as to how the meta is progressing. In past, we've seen a lot of Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter, but a lot of players have been starting to transition away from that, trying to go for some solo Warden play. The problem with the Warden is that the Demon Hunter does often shut it down. Those mana burns very effective at slowing down the Warden, who really needs 150 mana to get anywhere, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is going to be Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter. Now, with this particular mirror match, I am expecting both sides to be doing a lot of Ancient of War creeping with that early Archer, and then trying to start poking each other with their early scouts, and maybe perhaps some mercenaries as well, to figure out what the other
forces are under attack.
Long-term game plan strategy is. Both sides using those Wisp early on to scout out their opponent to make sure that no strange shenanigans are in play. As you see Foggy using that lightning shield very effectively across the 3 higher hit point units off of both the orange and green creep cannon. The Demon Hunter should be making its way back down here in just a moment. As you can see, the Demon... Whoa, why? That Archer has to be extremely careful now. We'll be able to finish off the rogue here. There it goes. There goes one rogue, another rogue, and, well, Wizard as well has been taken down. There goes the Apprentice Wizard. And the item drops are going to be a Circlet Nobility versus a Gloves of Haste. Gloves of Haste definitely makes that Demon Hunter a little bit more dangerous, but the Circlet Nobility does increase the damage and also give a little bit more hit points and a little bit more armor. So I would have to give a slight edge to Sonik at this stage, as Foggy is currently, well, only attacking slightly faster and a little bit harder with those slippers of agility. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter will be making a move over here to see the Ancient of War, and after absorbing that damage, and both sides are pretty much doing the same exact thing. We do expect this to be the case, as we should be seeing very fast tech to tier 2. Now this is where the game in the Night Elf mirror match really starts to separate itself. How many Ancient of Lores are you going to be looking at, and what your second hero is going to be? The Keeper of the Globe, an obvious, very strong hero because of that Thorn Aura, and it kind of forces your opponent to play with Dryads. Dryads necessary in order to abolish magic that entangle. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Ancient of War still making a slow trek to this last green creep camp here. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter opting to just tank it instead and allow this Ancient of War to head over to this expansion location instead. Demon Hunter has teleported down in, and he has seen pretty much a very empty base. He is sitting at level 2. He does have Boots of Speed, but with very careful, well, building placement, Foggy knows that, you know what, Sonik really can't do all that much. The Demon Hunter is unable to slip through the sides here, unlike the Wisp, and the Demon Hunter is forced to run around a lot in order to just perhaps get 1 or 2 shots onto a Wisp there, as we now see a mana burn. Cloak of Shadows, however, being used extremely effectively, as Foggy unable to spot this Demon Hunter now. There's a reveal. Are we going to perhaps see another Staff of Teleportation? There is another reveal there. So what is going on here? He's going to perhaps do another reveal and mana burn once more, reducing the amount of mana that Sonik has. This is going to cause his opponent to really be in a hurt situation, as he doesn't want to be using mana mana from the Moonwells to replenish the mana on a Demon Hunter. That is going to be the long-term problem there, as we see another mana burn there. Now that mana burn does go down, he's unable to mana burn, as both sides just sitting here, well, looking at each other. Now, coming back across, let's take a look. Hunter's Hall is nearly done. Hunter's Hall is also nearly done. Ultra Vision is about to be done as well, as you see a little bit of a staring match going on between Sonik and Foggy. Staff of Teleportation finally being used. Arrow, a little bit more damage. But at the end of it all, the Demon Hunter has teleported back here, will get to level 3, importantly. But as you can see, he is a little bit worse for wear. Now coming back down across, you can see that mana burn very effective there, as the Demon Hunter now trying to rush back in. Staff of Teleportation, Goblin Shredder, as the Demon Hunter now tries to run away. Boots of Speed, very difficult to catch up to him. As even though we do see +6 attack off of the Demon Hunter of Foggy, it looks as though Sonik is all right with just absorbing a bit of damage on that Demon Hunter. All right, Ancients of Lore now coming into construction. There are 2 as the Demon Hunter now tries to slip back off to the north. Keeper of the Grove has been added by Sonik. Meanwhile, we do see Foggy with his Keeper of the Grove not too far behind. Now, both sides are still running and operational off of one base only. Foggy has moved this Ancient of War into position, but the Demon Hunter of Sonik knows this game plan, and he's going to try and stop it. Demon Hunter now going to be coming in from behind here, as the Keeper of the Grove is a very, very vulnerable hero to that mana burn. He is intelligence-based hero, as we may see a mana burn come across. No, it does not steal. Devotion are now used, as that Demon Hunter did not have enough mana to finish it off there. All right, a bit of evasion coming in for strong tech there, as the Staff of Preservation sends the weakened Demon Hunter of Sonik all the way back home. Meanwhile, the Keeper of the Grove has his eyes set on dealing a bit of damage. Demon Hunter back and better than ever, comes in without a problem, as the Demon Hunter now looks to retreat. All right, bit of a chase back once again. Demon Hunter now turning back around. There's a mana burn back onto the Keeper of the Grove of Foggy. No entangle there, as you now once more see Cloak of Shadows being used very effectively by Sonik. All right, are we going to see a mana burn? No. Yes, we are. Mana burn onto Foggy's Keeper of the Grove. Sonik still has nearly a full mana Keeper of the Grove here, which should be a very, very big benefit. However, Foggy's reinforcements are just coming far too quickly. This Ancient of War, however, not so lucky. It does end up getting taken down, as the Goblin Shredder pretty much comes out of nowhere, and Foggy gets that kill. Now, the Goblin Shredder is a mechanical unit, and we're going to see, well, what's going to be happening here as another mana burn, or excuse me, another entangle comes across. All right, slow poison coming in. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation transfer? And are we going to see it? Yes, no, we are not. As the Keeper of the Grove gets a one-way ticket home in the ethereal form, so to speak. Sonik now heading his way, chasing after this Dryad, as the Dryad now backing off. And the Dryad is really just dances around this Demon Hunter. Sonik is a little bit desperate trying to go after these units, and I don't believe Sonik really has a long-term game plan. Goblin Zeppelin going to come and pick up that one Dryad, and this is just adding more insult to injury there, as we now see slow poison coming in from the Dryad, from the Goblin Zeppelin. Beautiful play by Foggy, as the Dryad now gets taken down. Goblin Zeppelin Micro dropping a low hit point Dryad to slow down another Dryad, picking it back up. And that was a beautiful play by Foggy there, in and out of small battle victory. Now, as we move on into the late game, we're going to see both sides continuing to mass up more of these Druids of the Claw. Druids of the Claw extremely strong, very, very high damage, also very high hit points, so they're able to deal damage and also dish it out. And I've heard it said that Druids of the Claw are essentially level 3 paladins in disguise. They hit hard, they're able to heal, and you can mass a lot of them. That is going to be the problem here, that both sides are going to be massing up these units, as we're now looking at mastery training getting done for Foggy. Foggy, the mobile Taskmaster here. This is a lot of a rather dangerous creep camp creep. And we do see a Scroll of the Beast, the least useful, or not useful item for the Night Elf army when you only have to bears. 45 mana or 200 gold. What would you rather, what would you really rather spend for that Roar buff? And the answer becomes extremely obvious. Now, Demon Hunter's gonna, or should be able to get to level 4 off of this. Nope, he's going to be backing off. Nope, he's going to be a little bit shy. 9 experience shy here, as he finally goes down after this assassin here. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Dryad going to be getting into position. Bears are going to be ready to go, as we now see the Scroll of Town Portal being used in order to get out of a rather, well, uncomfortable situation. However, Sonik catching Druid of the Claw in transit, and that is going to be a big problem, as Sonik is gifted with a bit of free experience and gets his Keeper of the Grove to level 2. Now, we cannot see, Foggy needs to pay more attention to the mini-map, and figure out when units are going to be following him. This is a common mistake that even high-level players can make sometimes, and losing a bear without really getting anything for it does hurt tremendously. Now, we are going to be looking at Thorns or a level 1 and level 2 Entangle, as we now see the Hunter's Hall up over here taking a little bit of damage. Now, this is, you may say this is a rather, uncomfortable situation since you are back into the corner, but with the Goblin Zeppelin in play, they're all just going to jump inside here without much of an issue, but the Hunter's Hall will get taken out. Alright, they're going to jump inside here, and a rather large move around the other way, but the Demon Hunter is ready to go. Staff of Preservation. Foggy knowing exactly what to do and how to handle that already, as the bears now are out. Alright, Goblin Zeppelin down to 29 hit points. That is going to be rather unfortunate, as the Goblin Zeppelin does get taken out. Massive repairs already coming underway. Wisp repairing this Entangled Gold Mine. A lot of damage is being done. There's an Entangle as a Scroll of Town Portal being forced by Sonik. The Wisp does get taken out, but it looks as though this Entangled Gold Mine will live to fight and mine another day. Sonik slowly moving an Ancient of War into the center portion of the map. Not quite sure what that is for. Demon Hunter making his way rounds, as we should either be looking at players doubling down into their armies now or going for an expansion. The main gold mines are going to be not quite yet. It has about another 9 minutes left, but this is something that you want to be caught unaware. You do not want to ever forget how much gold is in your main gold mine and then be stuck with the army that you have. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this. Demon Hunter chasing after a Wisp, and Foggy says to Sonik, you know what, you can come in and drop bears in my face, I can do the same thing as well. So a quick teleport inside here. Alright, Wisp are all inside here. That Tree of Eternity is fighting back. A lot of damage is being dealt. Let's take a look. We are at Thorns or a 1. We do see some Entangles here, and so much damage being dealt. One bear does get taken out. One yellow bear. Are we going to see perhaps another set of bears getting taken out? Foggy may lose another bear here, and it looks as though Sonik actually coming out slightly ahead. Supply count 47 over 60 compared to 42 over 50, as Foggy is now replacing currently one of those lost bears. Dryad now retreating back home. Demon Hunter, what is he going to do? Staff of Preservations, the Goblin Zeppelin back home. There you have it. You may unload and try and heal back up, as the Keeper of the Grove, now with Boots of Speed, able to retreat again. Alright, it's going to be a long run all the way back home. Meanwhile, bears, lots of them at 2-0 upgrades compared to 1-0 upgrades from Foggy. That is the issue. Without the Hunter's Hall, you are not going to be able to keep up on those upgrades, as we now see it is 2-1 upgrades in favor of Sonik. 2 full upgrades over his opponent. 2-1 compared to 1-0, as Foggy is going to need to use his Demon Hunter and, Keeper of the Grove in a much better fashion than his opponent in order to try and get ahead. There is a 1 level difference between the Demon Hunters, but all in all, we are pretty much even. Sonik attempting to Sonik trying to push with this Ancient of War. Druids of the Claw are all in position. No magic damage to be found. No tech to chimeras, but we do see Foggy is attempting to entangle this gold mine. It is going to be a little bit of time before this gold mine is up and operational, as Sonik is just shy of level 4 here. We do see an ensnare now come down. We are going to be even on levels here in just a moment, but one thing important to note is that Foggy is going to have this benefit of this additional Tree of Life. Wisp now coming across is going to spot this expansion and now back off, knowing that, you know what, my opponent has an expansion. This is the perfect time to attack. He should be down resources, and we'll see how this all follows up here. There is now a Goblin Tinker, a 3rd hero coming out from Sonik. Quite surprised that we do even have a 3rd hero right now, as we're at 55 over 60. All right, let's take a look at this. Demon Hunter getting into position. Scroll of Healing. Bears are seen at 1-0 upgrades. Druids of the Claw need to get back into into bear form here in just a moment, or perhaps cast a roar first. Are we going to be going into that? Wow, why did he go back into druid form? That was actually the exact opposite of what I expected, as we are now looking at both sides getting into positions. All right, there you go. There was a bit of an explosion there. Demon Hunter, Goblin Tinker, Clockwork Goblins now making their way over. They're going to get taken down again. There is the roar, and the bears need to go into bear form. There's an entangle, forcing an engagement. There's the Dryas, there's an illusion, as now both sides are going to be fighting it out. Bears, many of them with rejuvenation, are fighting right now, and that's the one benefit that Foggy has. Goblin Tinker now taking out Staff of Preservation, saving a low hit point bear, as another bear of Sonic gets taken down. Foggy losing the Goblin Shredder here, but more red bears than yellow are falling. That early scroll of healing and those rejuvenations making a very big deal right now, as both sides are still continuing to fight. All right, Foggy losing that guy right there. This Druid of the Claw should not even be here at all, as we see a quick rejuvenation right there. All right, another rejuvenation should be coming in. What is going on? Rejuvenation coming down on these other bears. A red bear could get taken out. There goes Sonic's Keeper of the Grove, as we are still looking at Sonic trying to go after a Dryad. All right, there goes a Dryad. Demon Hunter now trying to fight back here. Sonic, Foggy now getting to level 5 on the Demon Hunter. Very, very low. Is he going to end up falling? No, he's going to be able to continue to fight back here, as Foggy now trying to chase after that one Sonic Keeper of the Grove. Sonic Keeper of the Grove now backing off. Supply count is 27 over 60 compared to 56 over 70. Somehow 2-1 upgrades lost to 1-0. Beautiful use of the Druids of the Claw, staying in Druid form just long enough to try and get that rejuvenation off. Sonic giving in the GG once he realized that his opponent had really started mining heavily from that gold mine and knew that he really had no way to recover. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 1. Thank you. I believe Foggy was the one who released these replays from the WCA qualifier.